Speaking of. Speaking of honesty, I know a lot of people who don't pay bus fares. Speaking of bicycles, China is called the Kingdom of Bicycles. Speaking of the movies, have you seen The Patriot? Speaking of traveling, are you going anywhere exciting this year? What I'm trying to tell readers is that plastic doesn't really go away. What I'm trying to say is that human nature doesn't change. What I'm trying to say is that you should think of others. What I'm trying to say is that smoking is harmful to health. No matter what happened, they vowed to stick by one another. No matter what the circumstances, she's unfailingly cheerful. No matter what your age, you can lose weight. No matter where he goes, he carries his suitcase. I would rather exercise than sit on the couch all day. I'd rather make a phone call than send an email. He would rather work all day long than do nothing. She'd rather resign than take part in such shameful business deals. At that time, her face was on the covers of all the magazines. 3 witnesses gave testimony that he was absent at that time. At that time, the government was unwilling to resist the foreign invasion. At that time, the East India Company was the virtual ruler of Bengal. In fact, her familiarity with modern technology was limited. In fact, his business career had distinctly unpromising beginnings. She pretends to have various abilities she doesn't, in fact, possess. The holiday was really disappointing, a complete disaster, in fact. Whether or not. You have to pay standing charges whether or not you use the service. They'll find out the truth whether or not you tell it to them. It's debatable whether or not the reforms have improved conditions. Whether or not we can go ultimately depends on the weather. I am sorry to inform you that your application has been unsuccessful. I am sorry to tell you that he passed away after a massive stroke. I am sorry to inform you that you are not allowed at the meeting. I am sorry to say that the proposal has been rejected. I wonder whether there are good grounds for this experiment. I wonder if you'd be kind enough to give us some information. I was wondering if the manager would agree with my design. I was wondering if you could come to the meeting this afternoon. It is so. The man is so old that he cannot look after his health. The problem was so hard that they cannot solve it. The teacher is so intelligent that he cannot make mistakes. The topic was so interesting that it cannot. In order to understand yourself in order to better understand others. The government plans to cut taxes in order to stimulate the economy. Teamwork is required in order to achieve a long-term goal. We exercise regularly in order to reduce body fat. I'd be grateful if you would send me further details. I'd be grateful if you kept this information to yourself. I'd be grateful if you would show me the right procedure. I'd be grateful if you advise me from a more experienced person. If I were good at math and science, I would have become a doctor. If I were you, I'd take that job. It seems like a good opportunity. If I were you, I would go to London for higher study. If I were you, I would probably agree with the decision. It is up to the regulating authority to put the measures into effect. It is up to each group to divide that time between colleagues. It is up to law enforcement to initiate a criminal investigation. It is up to him to take advantage of this opportunity. Shouldn't you try to save some money rather than spend it all? Shouldn't we think about manipulation rather than elimination? Shouldn't we read the directions before we install the air conditioner? Shouldn't we check the weather before we go out? My friend is interested in astronomy and bought a small telescope. I am greatly interested in learning about the stock market. I have been interested in geography since my childhood. She is terribly interested in other people's problems. I can't help I can't help thinking about my higher education at Cambridge. I can't help laughing every time I think of that comedy. I couldn't help noticing your wedding ring. It's beautiful. I can't help remembering how stunning the museum looked. There is nothing as exciting as meeting an old friend unexpectedly. There is nothing as enjoyable as reading a novel on the grass. There's nothing wrong with asking a neighbor down for a drink. There is nothing as pleasant as spending a weekend in the countryside. Thanks to their help, we accomplished the task on time. Thanks to computers, lots of tasks are now easier. Thanks to your timely warning, I didn't make a mistake. Thanks to all of you who supported our fundraising campaign. Once you push it, it keeps going under its own momentum. Once you have created a map, you can share it with others. Once you have a stomachache, take the medicine twice a day. Once you reach middle age, you have to be sensible with your health. Good at. The Dutch have a reputation for being good at languages. I'm not good at swimming any more than running. I think that Japanese students are very good at gathering knowledge. He is good at solving complicated mathematical problems. I'm looking forward to going to Switzerland next month. I'm looking forward to an acceptable compromise with the council. I'm looking forward to attending during the second season. I'm looking forward to seeing a safer Europe in the next term. Compared to city life, country life is quiet and peaceful. Compared to fans, air conditioners are more comfortable. These resources are nothing compared to what we got in the past. Compared to other students, my friend is quite hardworking. It is believed that eating garlic on a regular basis can cure cancer. It is believed that the dispute was rooted in government intrigue. It is believed that no fossils could survive from such ancient times. It is believed that water may also still exist as underground ice. Nobody knows why. Nobody knows why this phenomenon is occurring in different places. Nobody knows exactly why people are becoming greedy more and more. Nobody knows exactly why global warming is increasing day by day. Nobody knows why we become affected by certain life-threatening viruses. If we think about the positive aspects of X, it is helpful for us. If we think about the negative aspects of X, it is harmful to us. If we think about the benefits of X, we should embrace it. If we think about the drawbacks of X, we should avoid it. It has become a common trend in our current society. It has become a norm in our contemporary society. It has become an indispensable part of our social and economic life. It has been an issue of ongoing discussion for many researchers. A significant number of people are oppressed by the military rules. A significant number of people are influenced by TV advertisements. A significant number of people are suffering from this disease. A significant number of people are living in cities rather than villages. There has been substantial improvement in technology. There has been significant damage to our environment. There has been a positive development in art and culture. There has been a negative development in social values. It may surprise you, but I paid off all the debts in a year. It may surprise you, but I bought all these books for 20 yuan. It may surprise you, but he's just been promoted to manager. It may surprise you, but he was once in prison. Now viewers, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want us to continue with more educational videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Thanks for watching this, and see you soon in the next one.